Welcome to my 2026 office tour, room tour, bedroom tour. Now I'm gonna keep this as real as possible. This will be a lived-in setup. Now what that means is that I spend a lot of my time in this room and some things aren't perfect. So you will see the unorganized chaos that is this space. You will see products that I am reviewing. You will see the snacks that I keep on the desk. You will see my bed, but don't look too closely. Not everything in this setup is organized perfectly, and you will notice that pretty quick. Because we are starting with the background of the setup. This background is seen in most of my long form videos as well as a couple of the older short form videos. Starting on the right hand side, we've actually got a record shelf that has been converted into a camera shelf. By converted, I mean sacrilegiously abused because I sold off my record player and vinyl collection and I now just use it as the everything area. So what that means is on the top you'll see my camera batteries, lens caps, filters, and the miscellaneous stuff that I use quite frequently for my cameras. Below that, you'll see a section where I keep the camera bags, as well as extra batteries for the lights. And below that, where you would normally find records, has now been replaced by switch cases, as well as my laptop bags. Again, to the music community that values vinyls, I am sorry for the sacrilegious use of this shelf. And swinging around back to the top, you'll see my whiteboard calendar. I've tried many digital calendar apps and organization tools, but I found that a whiteboard is just the best thing for myself. I just like the satisfaction of crossing off each date and organizing my month ahead. And as a result of that, I've been a lot more consistent with long form YouTube this year, and I give that all to the calendar. And then we swing over to the 4x4 cube shelf. And as you'll see, this is just an amalgamation of my interests. Starting with the first row, you'll see a lot of wrestling belts. I grew up loving wrestling, and I still love wrestling to this day. But you won't see any of the newer titles. You'll see a lot of like the 2010s, early 2000s titles on here, because I'm not a fraud. I've been about it since I was in diapers. If you watch wrestling, let me know your favorite wrestler down in the comments below. And on the next display section, you'll find a lot of pop vinyls. Now, I am not a big collector by any means, I just have a couple, namely from Adventure Time being my favorite animated cartoon series, and Dragon Ball Z being my favorite anime. I get it, it's unoriginal, but it's me, unoriginal. And then you'll also see a Charmander plushie, and then you've got 8 drawers that are filled to the brim with unused tech and stuff that I should really clean out that I'm not gonna show you in this video. Just the generic tech person's stuff. Now on the top, you'll find a few generic knick-knack pieces, as well as this lamp from IKEA, where I've fitted a Govee light bulb into there. I've set this one to a bit of a warmer tone. I'm really about the natural warm vibe lately. And the name of the lamp is, insert lamp name here, because I definitely forgot. And on the base of the lamp, I've got an Amazon Echo Pop, and let me just say, this is slept on. I bought it during Prime Day when it was like 20 Australian dollars. And I thought that it would be awesome to have a Bluetooth speaker that's voice controlled. And it is a lot more than that. It is my own assistant that I didn't know I need. The thing tells me when products that I've saved on Amazon have gone on sale. Jeff Bezos marketing towards me, you silly little dog. Not to mention, I have the Eero Wi-Fi mesh system, and this thing acts as a range extender for that system. I got a $20 range extender that works as a Bluetooth speaker and is voice controlled and enables me to buy more stuff that I don't need. And I also reckon Amazon Alexa as a voice assistant is a lot better than Siri. That may make people upset, but it's true. Another product that I'm asked about a lot is the flip clock that I got from Officeworks. Don't buy this. Just don't buy this. This thing chews through AA batteries quicker than I chew through a Zinger box from KFC. It's gotten to the point where I've just removed the batteries completely, and I've set the time permanently to 117, you know, to pay respect to our Master Chief. And to tie it all together and to add a bit of personality, we've got the 3 framed photos. The 3 frames are from Kmart. They're not great quality. They look okay, but if you want a quality frame, don't get these. But these are really special to me because the photos in these frames are ones that I've taken myself. These were my first prints from the Great Ocean Road tour that I did in 2022. If I could only take 5 things from the whole setup and then restart everything else, the collection of 3 photos would be my one pick. Moving to the bed. This is running the Intel Core. I'm just kidding. We're not gonna go over the bed. As we swing around to the corner, we've got this shelf also from IKEA. Insert name here, because I forgot. This has been the most recent addition and a lot of people like the vibe of this thing. I was trying to figure out what to do with this corner for so long, And I finally figured it out with this shelf. On the top of this shelf, you'll find another fake plant. This one is also from Kmart, just like the one on the shelf, and a small world globe. I got it off Amazon. It was just like a cheap generic-y kind of thing. And my geography is so bad that I actually needed it. On the second level, you'll find the DJI Mini 3. This is a great beginner drone, but they also just released the DJI Lido 1 and Lido X1. If I didn't buy that in December, I should have bought the X1. In saying that, I don't fly the drone enough to warrant switching them out. Unless DJI is listening and would like to send me out a drone, and then it's cool. Tag them in the comments below. Swinging down to the third level of the shelf, we've got the best budget controller. I will stand on that hill, unless they've revised it and I haven't checked it out. This is the 8BitDo Ultimate 2, and it gives you so much control, trigger stops, extra bumpers, and it comes with its own charging cradle and a 2.4 gigahertz receiver. And because I got small hands, it just feels a lot nicer than the Xbox controller, but that's a personal preference. I also like the glowy analog sticks. Next up, we have the mushroom lamp that was all over TikTok. Again, I've been about the warm lighting, and this just ties in really well. And I like how it's different. It's not just a classic lamp. And below that, you'll see the peripherals that aren't currently in use. Now, that's not to say they don't get used at all. I use that high ground keyboard quite a lot when it comes to gaming, but I've recently been giving more time to the Epomaker Ajaz AK820 because I do a lot more video editing, and that's 10 keyless as opposed to being 65%. There's also a Logitech G305 mouse up here, and this actually doesn't get used. I should probably just give it away. It was a great value mouse at the time, but it's just ergonomically not as nice as some of the other mouses, which you'll hear from later in this video. Below that, I've got The Creative Act by Rick Rubin. If you are a creative, please read this book. And lastly, we've got this Panasonic AM/FM radio. This started out as a way to go to the drive-in movies with my partner without risking a dead battery in my car. And whilst I don't use it regularly, I like the classic old-timey look it gives. And then we come to the reason you're all here, the desk setup. And we're gonna kick off by what you're probably hammering to ask. What is the PC build? This is a Lenovo Legion T9. It's a T9 or a T7, It's running an Intel Core i9-14900KF, an RTX 4080 Super, as well as 64 gigs of DDR5 RAM. This is a beast of a desktop. Before that, I did have a custom built PC, but when this went on sale, I bought this and I gave my old one to my brother. Now, yes, it doesn't look as flashy as a custom build, but it looks pretty sleek, pretty clean. Is the Lenovo Legion branding a little bit much? Yes, but it is a great PC, and it was already built for me. It came with warranty. I unboxed it and I plugged it in. You can't get more convenient than that. And this is going out to my stacked monitor setup. Now, the primary display is the bottom 27-inch 1440p 170Hz IPS panel from Gigabyte. It's their M27Q model. I keep thinking about upgrading to an OLED monitor, then I'd have to do it with both because I couldn't have one OLED monitor and one IPS monitor. The top monitor is a 24-inch 1080p 144Hz IPS panel from HP. This was a Facebook Marketplace find. But I've also had this one for about 3 years. I don't know how long the previous owner had it for, but it's definitely serving me well as a secondary monitor. I'll usually have like Discord or my File Explorer open up here. I also recently picked up a new monitor light from Xiaomi. It's well built and it comes with this desk remote where you can twist the dial to control brightness and color temperature. Now, in terms of audio, I usually pick between two options. It's either my desk speakers, which are these Logitech speakers. They are also a Facebook Marketplace find. You guys are gonna get annoyed with me. Or if I'm using headphones, I'll choose the SteelSeries Arctis Nova 5s. These are great because they support multi-link between a 2.4 gigahertz or a Bluetooth connection. So it's great switching between PC or my mobile phone, or PC and Mac. It's very versatile. Now, I do say I usually use those two, but in the last week, I've been using the CMF Buds 2 Pro. I've been reviewing this unit and I use it on my PC for the last few days, but it's not gonna stay there. For the keyboard, we use the Epomaker Ajaz AK820 keyboard. I've also switched out the keycaps to a set of Glorious keycaps. I did that because my brother has the same keyboard and I wanted to be different. And for the mouse, we've got the Logitech G309. This is a great mid-range mouse that was gifted to me by my friend Jack, and it's a lot more ergonomic than the G305 that I used to use. It's also compatible with that power play mouse that they have. so you don't have to use the single AA battery. I'm not about that, I just use the AA battery and then it lasts you like a year and a half. And this one also supports a multi-link connection, so you could either do Bluetooth or 2.4 gigahertz connection. And they're all sitting on this gray mouse pad by Logitech. It ties it all in really nice. I like the color scheme. On the left side of the monitors, you'll see my vertically stacked M4 MacBook Air, which on the odd occasion I'll dock to the monitor, but it usually is the travel around device if I'm doing work on the go. And everything on the desk is being held together by the sit and stand desk from 9am home. But I love everything this desk features, including a great cable management section, 2 slide out drawers that I'm scared to show you because I don't remember what's inside, and I know for a fact it's messy, as well as a touch control panel where you can adjust between sitting, standing. Now that's not everything. You will see the miscellaneous water cups, a box of Oreos or a can of Oxy Shred, camera lenses that are getting interchanged, maybe an iPad. And the thing about a workspace is that it's always evolving, it's always changing, it'll never be the exact same every day. But what I've shown you is the main core fundamental of what this setup is. So if you like this video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and help me on my journey to hitting 50,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Can we do it? Can you help me do it? See you in the next one. Peace.